on you, pig. Our government, shame on you, pig. Shame on you, pig. Yo, shame on you, pig. Fuck you, pig. Chuck, fuck you, pig.
I'm sorry.
Fuck you, pig.
Didn't see it.
Hey, fuck you, pig. Fuck off, pig. Oh, did you get your nose broken, pig? You lose a fight, you stupid fucking pig. Your face looks fucked up, pig. Fuck you, pig. You look fucked up, pig. I hate you. Fucking go home. Get a real job. God, you're a fucking pig. God, you are so fucking pathetic. Get a job.
And I hope you have nightmares about the people in the Chicago police killed.
You're a fucking loser, pig. You're a
And I
fucking
know you're
loser.
getting a check to keep silent about police murders. That's pathetic.
Yeah. How's that fucking overtime check?
Fucking
Huh, pig?
disgusting. All
Fuck
of you,
you,
you're all
pig.
fucking disgusting.
You're all fucking pathetic. You're fucking pig.
Why are you protecting the cops?
Yeah, that's fucking right.
Yeah, why are you protecting the cops?
Fuck these pigs.
Yeah, fuck the people.
Wow, we got a man in a bra, walking around in a bra, probably a wig on, whatever the hell it is on his head, calling the cop a loser. He's walking around like 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, telling the cop to go get a real job. But this actually goes into what I was saying yesterday about nobody wanting to be a cop. You see how they're treating this guy? Who wants to deal with crap like that? But we're going to get into this DNC. DNC week is kicking off, and it's showing you exactly what the Communist Party of America really is. The party of violence. The Democrat Party has a history of violence, and leaders, the quote-unquote elite of the Democrat Party, have trained their smooth-brain voters to behave this way. So they tried to kill Trump. We know they had some left-wing activists, probably paid off, Secret Service, somebody probably involved, but that's a different video. They tried to assassinate Trump. When things don't go their way, they go around burning up their own neighborhoods, burning up their own city, acting a plum fool, destroying things. They go around trying to jump people, beat people up, because the Democrats are the party of violence. We saw what happened in France and Paris with the leftists over there after Macron and them took that big L in the election, 2 months ago, how they act a plum fool and start burning Paris down because the left doesn't know how to take an L. When things don't go their way, like toddlers, they act an ass. They act out. So they go around talking about, oh, the white supremacists, the white nationalists, they're the real violent ones. Look at the Republicans. They're going to kill us. Nothing but projection. We had the RNC a little while ago. You didn't have all of this. You didn't have protesters. You didn't have people acting a plum fool, trying to burn stuff down, tearing through fences. You didn't have cops getting spit on, cussed out. None of that happened. But again, this is the core. This is the very nature of the Democrat Party, the Communist Party of America. So the Democrats, they built that wall. Remember, they said walls are violent. They said walls don't work. Walls are racist. It looks like the DNC, the elite of the Democrat Party, knew exactly what they created, these little monsters that they created, these protesters, rioters. So the Democrats, even though walls are racist and don't work, they built a wall. Let's take a look.
Tonight, Chicago's guard is already up. Fencing lining the streets, roads closed off to vehicles. A large protective zone built around the United Center, where Vice President Harris is set to accept the Democratic nomination for president.
And here's another problem with the Democrat Party. They built a coalition of suckers, people who have these big disagreements. They wouldn't normally get along. You have different sectors like the BLM people, got the LGBT, LMNOP, then there are factions within that own thing. You got the lesbians versus the trans. You got the Palestinian protesters against the BLM protesters. These groups wouldn't get along. But the Democrats have this coalition of suckers who are out there protesting together. So they're going to unite and protest together until they're not. Until they have one little incursion against each other, and then all hell is going to break loose. But let's look at these Palestinians, these pro-Palestinian rioters, along with the rioters for the LGBT LMNOP people.
I'm here today because I want the Biden-Harris administration, and I want Vice President Harris to know that there are people who are not willing to vote for her if she is going to continue to arm and fund the Israelis and participate in genocide.
I want to see transgender people be respected for who they are, and I want peace and love and justice.
So what's funny about this is you go over there to the Middle East, you go over there to Palestine, there's no way in hell you're going to see these flags going together. Palestinian flags with LGBT, LMNOP people. In fact, though, ones they're protesting for, talking about free Palestine, ceasefire now, genocide, all of that, they're probably disgusted, throwing up in their own mouths, looking at their flag marching alongside the gay flag. But like I said, this is a coalition of suckers, and the Democrats are just using these people. The Democrat, Obama, and all these people in charge of the Democrat Party, they don't care about these people. They don't give a damn. In fact, I will go as far as to say that the elites, they're disgusted by these people. And we're going to get into what these elites are doing in a second, but they're completely disgusted by their little monsters, the people that they created to be hateful and violent. They don't want to be around them. The Democrats just use these people for power. They used them to be their mass police during C-19 when Trump was president. They used their communist voters to agitate things, like Maxine Waters was saying, oh, go get in their face, go mess with them if they're trying to eat at a restaurant, all of that stuff. They used them to try to assassinate people. Like I mentioned, Trump. They also tried to assassinate Brett Kavanaugh, the Supreme Court justice. They tried to assassinate one of the Republican leaders in the House, Steve Scalise. So they used them for violent protests, create mobs like the Summer of Love, C-19 enforcement, and the ultimate weapon, assassins. But the Democrat elite don't want anything to do with these people. They just need them for power, like I said. And I'll give you a couple of examples. We got these hardline Democrats in Hawaii. You look at the polls in Hawaii, the Honda area, they are all for Biden. They're all in support of Kamala Harris. What was it, barely a year ago when Biden completely dissed them, when their city was burned to the ground and Biden was on vacation? Left one vacation, went to another vacation. And these people were protesting Biden. And I said at the time, these people are protesting, saying F Joe Biden and all that. But come election time, they're going to be in full support of the Democrat Party, even though the Democrat Party slapped them in the face. You got Kamala. She told her voters, these pro-Palestine people, to basically shut the hell up. Shut up. I don't want to hear what you got to say. Look, you're either going to support me or Orange Man. And also we had these black activists, these so-called journalists who were so aggressive against Trump at this black journalist conference, whatever the hell it was called. They asked Kamala to come. Hey, Kamala, we're kissing your ass. Please come talk to us. No, she didn't want to go. She didn't want nothing to do with those people. Look, support me or Orange Man. I don't want to be around y'all. Y'all ugly. Y'all stink. Y'all violent. Don't want nothing to do with you. Just keep agitating the Republicans. Keep being violent. And make sure that you vote for me. And that's all it takes. That's all they need. All these people out here protesting, the vast majority of them are still going to vote Democrat. But let's take a look at a couple of more clips of these protests, what's going on up there in Chicago.
And now we have some of the protesters coming to the front of the line, yelling obscenities at the police. I saw something thrown in the direction of the line of police. There you see one officer giving instructions. Oh, there's somebody just threw a can from the other side of the fence. The crowd agitating for a fight here, it would seem to appear. And the police are certainly looking to give them what they might be looking for.
Hey guys, we want to come back live to you just so you can see demonstrators have torn down fencing with our own eyes. We saw one guy within the last 3 minutes or so pull what appeared to be a sledgehammer out of his backpack to pull apart fencing here. Many demonstrators, I'd estimate at least 100 or so now, have jumped fencing that was set up for the secured perimeter outside of the United States.
Look at what the Democrats are doing here. Democrats asked not to book hotels on their own names due to safety concerns as pro-Palestinian protesters converge on DNC. So this is an article by Mediaite. Got the Democrat elite, the House representatives, they're all going up there. Kamala's going to be up there, and they're ducking. They don't want their own voters, these little monsters that they created, to find them. They're going to be in hotels far away from their own voters because they're disgusted by them. They're also afraid of them. It's like Frankenstein's monster, man. You created this thing, and now it's out to get you. They can't put the genie back in the bottle. So they created these violent mobs. these protesters and encouraged them to be this way because Trump was president. But now when the Democrats took power, they were unable to get these violent mobs to be a little bit less violent. So the Democrats are saying, you know what, we got to hide out from y'all. House Democrats are being asked not to book Chicago hotels under their own names for next week's DNC as thousands of pro-Palestinian protesters are expected to descend on the city. Axios reported security officials are concerned some lawmakers could find themselves in physical danger. What? Wait a minute. These aren't Trump supporters. This isn't the Republican Party. This isn't the RNC. I thought the Democrats were the good guys. I thought the Republicans were the violent ones. I thought the white nationalists were the ones you had to be afraid of. You're telling me that these protesters, these pro-Palestinian protesters, are violent? That the Democrats are worried about physical danger? The report stated the warning comes as some hotels have begun getting random calls asking for people. A lawmaker who was not identified by Axios stated. So they're calling, hey, look, is Nancy Pelosi at this hotel? We need to go give her a piece of our mind. We might need to beat her ass. So is she at the hotel or not? These Democrats are afraid of their own constituents, but they got the nerve to call the Republican Party the party of violence. Man, this is insane. Democrats in the House were sent guidance from the House Sergeant of Arms, which warned if you are confronted by protesters, why are they trying to be so politically correct? See, if it was the RNC stuff going on like that, rioters, dangerous white nationalist rioters. But since it's the Democrat Party, oh, protesters. Why would you have to be afraid of protesters? Try not to engage and report to Capitol Police. One lawmaker who was not named told Axios, we are very concerned. Remember when AOC doing J6 was talking about, I was afraid they were going to murder me. I had to run and hide in my office. I was crying. And you had a couple other Democrats acting like that. But they were lying. They were making it up. They weren't in any danger. The only person who was in danger were the actual Trump supporters. Because remember, one of them was deleted by Capitol Police. But now here in Chicago, these Democrats are in real danger because not only do you have the pro-Palestinian people, you also have a bunch of illegal immigrants invited here by these dumbass Democrats. And who knows, man, these illegal immigrants have brought all types of violence. Plus you got the normal gangs because the Democrat Party, like I said, they don't give a flying fuck about their own constituents. We got all types of gang violence, people getting shot left and right, mass shootings every weekend in Chicago. So illegal immigrants bringing drugs, bringing crime, rapists. And some are good people, but you got those people. You got the gangs in Chicago. Now you got the free Palestine protesters. These Democrats are terrified. I don't know why the hell they went to Chicago to begin with, but they built a wall. Their own constituents, the rioters, breached the wall. They're calling hotels trying to find these people because they out for somebody's head, obviously. Another described as a House senior Democrat said they were warned not to go to a certain area because they expected violence. Wait a minute, not to go. These are your own people. You're telling me that you're so afraid of your own voters that you can't even go around them, but you still want them to vote for you. You see how these elitists feel? Look, I don't want to be around y'all. Y'all are violent. Y'all are scary. Y'all are dangerous. Y'all disgust me. Y'all a bunch of broke people. We are the rich Democrat elite. I don't want to be around y'all, but look, make sure in November you vote for me because otherwise, Orange Man bad. And of course, these Democrat voters are going to fall right into it. The person added, the protesters aren't standing at a designated protest site, and there are people who are going to go and really try to cause trouble. You can't control these people. Like I just said, the Democrats are trying to control these little monsters that they created, but they can't. They created a spot. Look, if y'all want to bitch and cry about Palestine, y'all want to do this and that, look, do it over here. Protesters like, no, hell no. I want to know where you sleeping tonight because we're breaking the door down. And now these anonymous people, because they're afraid, they're reporting to the news, but they're afraid to let the news agencies release their names. Another said they expected DNC organizers to host a safe convention as tens of thousands of demonstrators protesting Israel's ongoing campaign against Hamas in Gaza reportedly plan to make their presence known. The convention will kick off on Monday and will wrap up on Thursday. Vice President Kamala Harris, blah, blah, blah. And we're going to get into what happened at the convention, like specifically with Joe Biden in another video. But there you have it. Violent mobs at the DNC, as we expected. They're still worried about a surge of illegal immigrants coming in. The Democrats are too elitist, too bougie, and too afraid to be around their own constituents monsters that they created, violent mobs using sledgehammers to break down fences, climbing over these fences, even though I thought the walls didn't work and they were racist, but the rioters didn't care anyway. They broke through and they're calling the hotels trying to find out where these Democratic elites are sleeping because they're trying to break in. But let me know what you guys think about this. Leave me your thoughts below, share the video. Thanks for watching.